morning, students. Welcome to this English online session. Today we are going to see 9th English Unit 3 Grammar, Classes and Phrases. Dear students, now we are going to see class. What is a class? A class is a group of words that contains both a subject and a predicate. For example, see the sentence, Kavin wants to buy a car. Kavin subject, wants to buy a car, predicate. Any sentence, first person, that is the name of person, that is subject, remaining predicate. Come to the sentence, though he is poor, he is happy. Here two sentences, he is happy one sentence, he is poor one sentence. Here the sentence is first though, that is a connective word. Subordinating conjunction, that is subordinating conjunction, this one. Though he is poor, he is happy. See the sentence alone, he is happy, then conveys complete meaning. That is called independent class. Independent class is otherwise known as main class. So what is the other name for main class? Independent class. Independent means free. So it has separate meanings, completed meaning. He is happy. Now come to this sentence, he is poor means completed meaning. But see this word, though he is poor, incomplete meaning. So that is known as a dependent class, otherwise called as subordinate class. Dependent class is otherwise known as subordinate class. So here, though he is poor is subordinate class, he is happy main class. Here this one independent class, this one dependent class. Now come to this second sentence, he is poor but he is happy. Take this and he is poor, completed meaning. So this is independent class, separate meaning. He is happy, that conveys complete meaning. So another independent class. Both sentences are joined by conjunction word but. But is coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction. This word subordinating conjunction. Though, even though, although, if, unless, because, as, since, unless, these words are starting that will come, or sometimes it will come at the center, but we can easily identify. These are called subordinating conjunction. This one coordinating conjunction. Here see this, for simply to remember coordinating conjunction, this is, that is acronym, fan boys. This is a acronym, that is one word. We can easily identify each letter. See this, fan boys, F stands for. A and N, nor, N-O-R, nor, B, but, O, or, Y, yet, yes, so. Simply these words are coordinating conjunction. Simply to remember fan boys. So here in this sentence, here this one independent class, this one also independent class, both are connected by conjunction word but. Here come to this sentence, phrase. This is called phrase. What is a phrase? A phrase is a group of words which does not have a subject. SUB means subject or a verb. So simply that also group of words. Class also group of words, but it has subject and verb. Here phrase, that also group of words, but it does not have a subject or a verb. See this example. In spite of his richness, he does not help others. Here see this, he does not help others. Complete meaning, it conveys complete meaning. He subject, does not help verb. So this is independent class. This one see, in spite of his richness, that is incomplete meaning. And also here no subject and verb. His, that is a possessive noun, not he, that comes means subjective. Here also richness, noun form. Here there is no verb, there is no subject. So if that is sentence not having subject and verb means that is called a phrase. So in spite of his richness means phrase. He does not help others, independent class. Do you understand, all of you? Dear students, now we have seen what is a class and what is a phrase. Now we have to see classes in detail. A class is a group of words that contains both a subject and a predicate or a verb. There are two types of classes. They are independent class and dependent class. See these examples. Kalpana wants to buy a phone, but she does not have enough money. See this first sentence take, but that is coordinating conjunction. Kalpana wants to buy a phone, that is completed meaning. So independent class. She does not have enough money, that is another independent class because it begins with the subject having verb also. Both the sentences are connected by coordinating conjunction but. Now see the second one. If you don't study well, comma, you won't pass the exam. Here see the sentence, you won't pass the exam, the completed meaning because it begins with the subject you. So this is independent class. Now come to first one. If you don't study well, incomplete meaning. If you don't study well, incomplete. So that is a dependent class. The dependent class which combines with independent class, then only its meaning will be completed. Next one, Kavin bought a car which was too expensive. Here take this sentence, Kavin bought a car, meaning completed, bought a car. Independent class. Now see, which was too expensive, incomplete meaning, that is dependent class. See last one, Sanjay is a talented player though he is out of form. Here see this, Sanjay is a talented player, meaning completed. So that is independent class. Though he is out of form, incomplete meaning. So that is dependent class. So from this, what do you understand? From this you can easily understand incomplete meaning. Incomplete meaning sentence is known as dependent class. Complete meaning is independent class. Now see, what are independent classes? Independent classes are also known as main classes or complete sentences. They can stand alone and express a complete thought, complete meaning. See examples, I need a book. That's completed meaning, I need a book. Mary prefers coffee. Ram is a good volleyball player. So that convey complete meaning. So that is called independent class or main class. Now see next one, dependent classes are also known as subordinate classes that contain a subject and a predicate, but they do not express a complete thought. See these examples, when it is raining. When it is raining, incomplete meaning. Then afterwards, any message that will be combined. Okay, so when it is raining, because you were late, after you go to school. So these three sentences convey incomplete meaning. So that is independent, that is dependent classes. So dependent classes convey incomplete thought or incomplete meaning. Now come to that classes. There are three main types of dependent classes: an adjective class, an adverb class, a noun class. So we have to see in detail each one. First one, an adjective class that describes or gives more information about a noun. Because adjective, what is called adjective? Adjective, it gives additional information about noun. So it tells us which one, what kind or how many. It answers these questions, which one, what kind or how many. That is adjective class. Example, the book that I left on the bus belongs to Mr. Bhaskar. The book, here subject, which is verb, belongs verb. The book belongs to Mr. Bhaskar. That is a completed meaning. Here, the book that I left on the bus belongs to Mr. Bhaskar. Here, subject that is described. That I left on the bus, that is the additional information about noun, the book. So, that is adjective class. See next one, an adverb class describes or gives more information about the verb. Tells us when, where, how, to what extent, or under what conditions something is happening. So adverb class answers the questions when, where, how, to what extent, or under what conditions something is happening, or why. See this example. She was happy because her father gave her a watch. Why was she happy? Because her father gave her a watch. Reason here, because reason. So that is adverb class. Class already you know. Class means subject, verb that having. That shows, that conveys completed meaning. Next one, a noun class. A noun class takes the place of a noun in this sentence. Example, this is the best route that I know. Here says this is verb. This subject, this here refers to what? The best route. So here this that comes as noun class. This is noun form. Next one, phrase. Already you know. What is a phrase? A phrase is a group of words that forms a meaningful unit, but it is not a complete sentence. In other words, it does not have a subject or a verb. See these examples. The black hat blown away in the wind. See this sentence. There is no subject, there is no verb. Here's a example sentences given. On combining all these three sentences, we will get one sentence. The red umbrella was blown away in the wind. So here, see this, the red umbrella. That is underlining word, that is phrase. Not only this, don't see the whole sentence. The underlining word only. The red umbrella. You say here no, there is no subject verb, there is no verb. So here this is a phrase. There are several kinds of phrases in the English language. Some of the common ones are described below. Because a phrase, there are 8 types. Phrase types 8. Here, there is important ones are given. 3 phrases only given. 3 types. Noun phrases, verb phrases, and prepositional phrases. What is a noun phrase? A noun phrase is a group of words made up of a noun and its modifiers. Here see this, the white car, my English teacher, the bookshop. Here see this example, the pink house is for sale. Take this alone, the pink house. Here no subject like that. Here noun phrase means that is about a noun. The house, that is a noun. Here phrase means here take this words alone, the pink house. Here take this alone means that has no subject. Verb, there is no verb. So here this one, noun phrase. Underlining words only you have to see. Don't see remaining words. If you see means that meaning will be completed. So take this alone. Next one, verb phrases. A verb phrase is a group of words made up of a verb, helping verbs and modifiers. Here see this, ran quickly to catch, filled with horror, dedicated to. Here see this first word, ran, filled, dedicated. These are verbs. Here see this, the white car, the car subject. Here that is noun. The car, noun, the white car. My English teacher, that is a noun form. The bookshop, the shop, noun. So here, that starting that is given means noun phrase. Here verb means ran, filled, dedicated. That are verb. So that are called verb phrases. Here see this, you have woken up everyone in the house. So underlining word, see this, have woken up. Woken up, take that verb. So this one, verb phrase. Now come to last one, prepositional phrases. What is a prepositional phrase? It is a group of words that begin with a preposition and help to explain the relationship between two things. See these examples, on the boat, over the tree, in the school. See starting words on, over, in. These are prepositions. See example, the present inside the big box is mine. The present means gift. Inside the big box is mine. See first word, inside. Inside means that is a preposition. So that is prepositional phrases. I hope you all understood this, what are classes and what are phrases and their kinds. Now examples are given. That is exercises you have to find out. See first one. Identify the dependent classes and or phrases in the following sentences and underline them. See, here you are asked to identify dependent class or phrase. You know, dependent class means incomplete meaning. Phrase means, you know, phrase that does not have subject or verb. So you can easily identify. See, first sentence, texting on his phone, the man swerved into a ditch. Texting means that is on the phone. Texting, that is some letters. That is without noticing. The man swerved into a ditch means fell into a ditch. So here see the sentence, the man swerved into a ditch. Completed meaning. So don't leave that. Next one, see this, texting on his phone. That is a phrase. Here no subject. So this one, texting on his phone, that is phrase. See next one. It is not necessary to cram all night if you have studied a little each day. See first sentence, it is not necessary to cram all night. See completed meaning. See next one, if you have studied a little each day, incomplete meaning. If you have studied a little each day, it is not necessary to cram all night. So this one incomplete meaning. So this is dependent class. If you have studied a little each day, that is dependent class. Come to third one. We climbed up the hill to enjoy the view. We climbed up the hill, meaning completed. See this, to enjoy the view. This is phrase. So simply you can remember ing form, 2 plus verb 1, that is infinitive, that are dependent class only. So to enjoy the view, that is phrase. Next one, fourth one, I enjoy painting during my holidays. I enjoy painting. Here subject verb having during my holidays only, phrase. Fifth one, whether he attends the party or not, I have decided to go. Here see the sentence, I have decided to go, meaning completed, because this sentence begins with I subject. Come to this one, whether he attends the party or not, incomplete meaning. So dependent class. Sixth one, I will stop playing the drums when you go to sleep. I will stop playing the drums, meaning completed. See the sentence, when you go to sleep. When you go to sleep, incomplete meaning. So this is a dependent class. Next one, B, complete the following sentences using appropriate prepositional phrases. First one, I would like to order coffee dash tea. A instead of, B instead from, C instead to. So you can come across these words, familiar words. See first one, what may be, answer may be instead of. I would like to order coffee instead of tea. Instead of means in the place of. Second one, dash rains we went out. In spite of, in spite, in spite on. That word is in spite of. In spite of the rains, we went out. Third one, dash fire, break the glass to escape. In case of, in case with. In case of fire, break the glass to escape. See fourth one, I am standing here, dash my friends. In behalf of, on behalf of, on behalf. What the answer will be? I am standing here on behalf of my friends. Fifth one, we solved the problem dash a new device developed by our engineers. By means of, by means to. So here what the answer? By means of. We solved the problem by means of a new device developed by our engineers. Last one, dash we are impressed. Impressed means attracted, fascinated with their performance. Starting in general, on general, in generally. So the answer in general. In general, we are impressed with their performance. Dear students, I hope you all understood the types of classes and phrases. Thank you all.